There's never been a better time in Boston for women's sports. In 2023, both professional hockey and soccer announced new teams.
They get to be true professionals, which means that this gets to be their full-time job. They're going to have the best resources, the best support staff to help them train and off ice on the weight room and to rehab and to make sure that they're being treated the way that the men in these pro leagues are treated.
Danielle Marmer is the general manager of Boston's new professional women's hockey league team.
There's so much that's put into this that's going to allow these athletes to just be athletes and not have to work a second job and practice at 11 p.m. at night.
Massachusetts has been home to women's hockey before, two teams, the Boston Pride and the Worcester Blades, for a total of 3 different leagues.
This is the first league that they are putting in the resources that are required in order to make this sustainable.
A group led by Los Angeles Dodgers co-owner Mark Walter is funding the league. Tennis legend Billie Jean King sits on its board of directors.
It's not about a single moment, it's about a movement. The PWHL is just getting started.
This is a phenomenal game and we're so good at it, and I think that when people tune in and watch, whether it be on TV or getting to our games, they're going to see how great it is. And
Boston's head coach, UNH alum Courtney Kessel.
It's not just going to happen overnight. It's something that we're going to have to continue to build on day after day, year after year.
The league is so new, none of its 6 teams even has a name or a logo yet, but they do have arenas. Boston's ice is inside UMass Lowell's Tsongas Center.
It's a lot of work to get to this level. You sort of have to defeat the odds, I guess, in many ways, but it's fun. You have to be a student of the game, and we know what the expectations here on Boston.
We caught up with one of the GOATs of the sport, PWHL Boston forward Hillary Knight, at practice in Wellesley, where the Olympic gold medalist was kind enough to let me join her on the ice for a quick lesson.
Does this hurt your back? No, because you get used to it and you bend your knees a little bit. It's a really challenging sport. There's always something new to learn. So you really just want to throw your hips around and kick into that heel. Yep, perfect. I think that's what keeps me coming back, is a challenge of the sport itself, but then also the people. I mean, it's just sort of this perfect recipe. I love this game so much and I want to share it with as many people as possible.
For young girls to see women playing professional sports and having opportunities not just on the ice, but in the career as coaches or as general managers, it's so amazing to be a part of that.
Christine Lilly is also an Olympic gold medalist twice over.
Thinking about my career, it's been amazing. A lot of people think maybe because of the World Cup wins, the Olympic gold medals, but I just think being part of that team that kind of changed people's view on women's soccer and soccer in general, I think has been pretty amazing.
Christine played for the U.S. in the first Women's World Cup in 1991 and the sport's debut in the Olympics in 1996. Both teams took home the top prize. And in 2001, when the country's first professional women's league was formed, she joined the Boston Breakers.
When that started, it was like, this is great. I get to do this for a living. I'm moving to Boston. This is incredible. And it was. It was incredible for the 3 years that the league lasted.
The Breakers returned twice more under 2 different leagues, but folded for a 3rd time in 2018.
That was hard for us because I was like, how come they don't love it? We love it so much, and it was a great product, but society wasn't seemed ready for it, and that's a big thing.
In 2023, the Phoenix rose once more.
2, 1, kick!
The National Women's Soccer League announced it was bringing women's soccer back to Boston.
Me and my co-founders, we came together with a love for women's sports and a love for soccer, but also a real love for our city.
Jennifer Epstein is one of 4 members of the team's all-female ownership group, Boston Unity Soccer Partners.
What we're doing here in Boston now is we're creating a home for the team, and that was challenging before.
The Breakers bounced from one field to another during their tenure, but the new team is expected to have a permanent home at White Stadium in Franklin Park.
Our team, which will play there approximately 20 game days, this is going to impact the city and particularly that area 365 days of the calendar year.
Team owners submitted an ambitious renovation plan for the stadium, part of a public-private partnership with the city. The community and public school teams would have access to use the renovated facilities as well.
We feel really optimistic that there's a global rise in fandom around women's soccer, and there's a hunger in Boston for a women's team now. And we're really excited about this opportunity.
Christine has been tapped as a team advisor.
And that's what we need in women's sports, is getting those season tickets.
And we're going to bring it home.
The level of play, I think, in hockey and in soccer, it's so great for these young kids to see. It's great for adults to see these women competing at the highest level and doing a great job at it. I wish I could play.
I am proud that we are going to introduce incredible female athletes, and then we're also introducing successful and dedicated and passionate female executives that can be role models.
And Jennifer Epstein is the daughter of Celtics co-owner Robert Epstein, and the team plans to announce its crest color and name in the coming months.
That's exciting. Back to hockey in Boston's first game last night. They outshot Minnesota throughout the game, but lost at the very end, 3-2, unfortunately. However, they can make it up. Their next game is Monday in Lowell against Ottawa, so win the next one.
All right, coming up, lifting up other women.